Anyway, when he comes into the house, finds it swept. He says, that spirit goes out seeking rest, finding none, says, I will return to my house whence I came out. And again, some of you have heard me say, because there's people come to us and say, well, I need deliverance. You need deliverance? I'd be more than happy to minister deliverance to you. But before I minister deliverance to you, I need you to understand something. Casting out spirits is easy, folks. Casting out demons is easy. Keeping them out is the hard part. Because they're coming back. They are coming back. And if they come back and you ain't prepared for their return, you will end up worse off than you were before your deliverance. And I found it to be beneficial to a person who has a demon to leave them alone with their demon, if they're not ready to prepare themselves for deliverance. Why? Because of what Yeshua said. Says when he comes back, see, what is he going to do? He's going to go out and looking for rest. And if he don't find any rest, he's coming back to you. And when he cometh, he find it swept and garnished. Then goes he and take to him. So he goes, he says, my house is still open. But if I go in there by myself, they'll just cast me out again. So I got news for him. So he goes out and looking for other spirits. Hey, I need you to come hang out with me. Goes and get a posse. And we're going to come in because we done found the house. They cast us out once. But I know the weaknesses. I know the issues. So I need you to come hang out with me. And we're going to set up shop right here. Then goeth he and taketh to him 7 other spirits, more wicked than himself. And they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Now, I'm going to tell you something, brothers and sisters, because this ain't no joke for me. When I was in deliverance ministry, it would take nothing for me to cast a devil out. I would cast the devil out in a heartbeat, because that's the ministry we were in. But I kept seeing the same people needing deliverance. Cast one devil out, and they leave, they happy, and they come back, and they're looking all, it's like, what happened? There was a couple of people specifically, and my wife and I, we ministered to these individuals. But see, there was a principle that I didn't understand. And this is why church deliverance will never work. It will never be effective. People will continue to get delivered. They'll continue to need deliverance. They'll be in deliverance ministry. And they go from one demon to another demon to another demon to another demon. Because deliverance ministry is like Alcoholic Anonymous. You will always need deliverance. That's what deliverance ministry, just like Alcoholic Anonymous, you will always be an addict. So you need to depend on us. You need to depend on us. And what you do in that is you give your life over to a system, a belief system. Because once they convince you, you will always be an alcoholic, you will always be an addict, you'll start propagating that doctrine. And don't let them tell you your addiction is a disease. Well, like Yeshua is the cure. Do you get this? So with that comes the ideology that now if I've got this issue, what I realize is that if a person doesn't keep the commandments, if a person doesn't keep the commandments, those are the instructions. Those are the instructions. As long as Israel was under the commandments of the Almighty, the protection of the Almighty was right there.
For more information, visit www.arthurbaileyministries.com or call 888-899-1479. House of Israel International Services is made possible through financial contributions from brothers and sisters like you. Thank you.